Welcome to another episode of Your Knicks Live. My name is Poppa Left. I am hosting tonight's play-by-play. We got a crazy matchup. We got another crazy matchup in Knicks land. Knicks versus Thunder. Potential championship preview. I certainly hope so. I think that these two teams have their eyes set on the same goal. And this is the type of game that gives you confidence going into that environment when you should get there. And I believe that the Knicks should give their best effort tonight. They are not with Mitchell Robinson, so that will be something that they'll have to deal with. But we are going to give you all the action. We are live on X, simulcasted from YouTube. We are live on Spaces. So we got all bases covered. Everybody should be here. Everybody come through. Click the profile. Same scenario goes. We got my co-host tonight is King Deej. Same scenario as most nights. The only difference between tonight is that we are live the whole night on Spaces. And we are live on X, simulcasted from YouTube, and we are on YouTube. So you have three ways of tapping in with us. And then we will be giving in-game takes as well. Just during the ebbs and flows of the game, just please, don't interrupt the broadcast. But if you'd like to give takes during the game, we try to do the takes, in the middle of timeouts, in the stoppages of play, but please be respectful to the broadcast, and just allow, Deej and I to call the game as it goes. Deej, how you doing, brother? Hold on one second. Let me turn you up real quick. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good now.
Brady, Lefty, how you doing, my bro? Big game tonight. Shout out to the network. Obviously, like you said, we're streaming live on YouTube and live on Spaces. So feel free to hit that thumbs up button for your boys one time. Make sure to subscribe, repost. Big game tonight, Left. Big game.
Yeah, I got the Knicks starting lineup. I got it in here. It's not official, but I'm projecting it. I got Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and not Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns. And I have their key players off the bench. I project the first three off the bench will be Ariel Hukporti, Landry Shamet, and Mohamed Diawara. And then I believe Jose Alvarado will come in the later stages of the first quarter. I don't expect the Knicks to expand out towards a 10th man, but if there should be an adjustment, Deej, do you see now with Mitch out, Hukporti is going to replace him. Do you see a 10th man potentially in tonight's rotation?
Maybe a little bit of Jeremy Shohan. I said it earlier today. Shout out to Billy, the angry Knicks fan. But I think we should see a little bit of Jeremy for this matchup because obviously he's a multi-positional defender. He can rebound at his position. And once again, the Thunder do not really shoot a lot of threes. However, they do make them when they do. There's a starting five, boys and girls, for the Thunder tonight. Remember, there's no J-Dub. You got SGA and Casey Wallace in the backcourt. Lou Dortz at the three. Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein, courtesy of Daily Thunder on Twitter. Daily Thunder for all the things Oklahoma City Thunder with the starting five for tonight. Let's see.
So what is it? It's Kaysen, Dort, Chet, and Isaiah?
Yep, with SGA back in the lineup.
Okay, yeah, I think that also I have here for the bench, I have Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, your guy. But Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, Jared McCain, and Kenrick Williams. But I don't know if Kenrick Williams played only because there was no Isaiah Hartenstein. So I don't know if McCain also plays without with SGA in the lineup. So he's one of their players that can get some volume scoring. What do you think about their bench? Let's talk about some unknowns on OKC. Any thoughts about OKC's depth, specifics to Caruso, Isaiah Joe, and Wiggins?
I'd say specifically Wiggins. Last year, he lit us up with those threes. They were much needed too, because if you remember last year at OKC, we had the lead in the first half. So I would keep a close eye on him. Caruso is what he is. So for me, it's specifically Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins, you got to defend him with the threes. He's always open on that wing perimeter, not necessarily the corner. Hopefully, your boy Jose Alvarado, shout out to him. Hopefully, he gets that assignment off the bench defending him.
And who is their backup point guard? Like, who is their secondary ball handler? Would it be McCain or
would it be McCain because he's been playing?
I'm just curious to see where Alvarado's lane is in this game. I know that, they're not afraid to throw him out there, but with the length in that backcourt, I wonder how he matches up tonight. And again, like I wonder with Shamet. Shamet had some frustration with guarding RJ. I think SGA is going to be a difficult matchup for him if he should match up on him. Lou Dort, he's not much of a driver. He's kind of like OG in the sense that he can attack a closeout, but I don't think he uses his physicality like that. He's 6'3", I believe, Lou Dort. So it'll be interesting to see how we match up at the point of attack. I think that is the biggest point of energy, like from the get. I know like the nuanced part of the game a lot of fans don't really care for, but I felt like the way we let Quickly walk up the ball last night in the first quarter, it influenced the secondary actions of the offense. Like we really benefited when Alvarado got in the game because he was picking up as soon as the dude inbounded the ball. So I felt like that set the tone for us at the top of our defense. I wonder who Jalen Brunson is going to guard tonight. Who do you think? Do you think he's hid on Dort, or do you think he's put out to Case and Wallace? What do you think about Brunson's matchup?
I think you nailed it literally on the head with the Lou Dort segment, which is probably why Mike Brown would hide Brunson on him, just because he's not a driver and specifically doesn't look to create for his own shot. So I'm expecting maybe Brunson on Lou Dort. We have the wings. I think OG gets the primary assignment for SGA. Maybe Mikal guards Chet, while or Mikal could guard Case and Wallace because he's an initiator, while Josh and Cat play basically pick your poison versus Chet and iHeart.
Now,
I would hide Brunson on Lou Dort.
Now,
if it would be.
Yeah. Now, I do think that the bottom three guard the bottom three on our lineup. Like I think Kaysen, Dort, and SGA guard Brunson, Mikal, and OG. I'm interested to see. I have a very strong feeling that Hartenstein's going to guard Hart. If not, I'd be interested to see how they figure that out, because if they don't, that means that Chet has to guard OG or Hartenstein has to guard OG, and I don't think that's going to happen. So it's going to be really interesting to see who they put on who, because if they put Hartenstein on Hart, who would guard Cat?
I would assume
Chet.
Yeah, I would assume Chet, because now iHeart could kind of back off of Josh Hart being a help territory in case Cat tries to manpower Chet. But Chet has the athleticism and the wingspan to at least contain Cat one-on-one for a post-up. So I'm assuming iHeart on Josh.
And if Cat gets in foul trouble, do you see lineups of Diawara and Huckforty on the same floor together?
Mike Brown has already done that a few times with Cat, specifically that Philadelphia game versus Joel Embiid when OG was guarding Joe. So maybe I would hope. I loved it in his first game of OG, Kumo D, and Mikal Bridges on the same lineup together, and I believe that was also with Brunson and Cat.
And who would their first big be off the bench? Would it be Williams?
It would be Williams, yeah. It would be Jay Will. Not Jay Dub, but Jay Will.
So that would be a lane where you could get a small ball five, probably.
Yeah. Could even throw some Shohan in there if Cat gets into foul trouble.
It's gonna be interesting, because that double big off the bat and doing the Hart ghost coverage, which I expect them to do, That's going to create some issues for us. Especially at the same token, I wonder if they put a wing on Cat. I wonder if they do that or they just let Shet guard him straight up. What do you guys think in the comments? What do you guys think they do as far as matching up? Who do you think gets the Brunson assignment? Kaysen? I think Kaysen will get the Brunson assignment.
I think so too.
For the majority of the night. And I know Dort can do it as well. I don't think SGA will guard Brunson other than in a switch. I think SGA might even guard Hart as well.
And I think you kind of would like Lou Dort and SGA to be in the passing lanes with Kaysen guarding Brunson. That way, again, Kaysen I think is a good steals candidate this season as well. So with Lou Dort and SGA in the passing lanes, it's interesting. Because I figured coming into this it would be Dort, but Kaysen, if you just want Brunson to be on one-on-one and have everybody else contained, I mean, that's the solution right there. Shout out to everyone that's here on the spaces and on YouTube. As always, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Make sure to, if you like what you hear, and it's not expected, but we will accept it. Cash App, Venmo, and Poppa Left. It should be on his YouTube screen if you need to take a picture. Shout out to everyone that's here. Make sure you repost.
Put it in to donate to Deej and I.
Got a few comments in the chat game.
Yeah, go for it.
Pastor Claudio says, my strategy, and this is on Spaces. I'll hit up to YouTube in a little bit. Got my iPad right in front of me. Pastor Claudio says, my strategy is to get SGA go off and get 60, but don't send doubles for no reason. Lito says Caruso is definitely going to guard Cat at times, and Dort if Brunson is not in the game. John says blue cheese or ranch for Buffalo Wings, and Pastor Claudio ends the pregame with Dort on Cat, and that is your chat game on Spaces.
I don't do the dressing on the wings. I feel like the spices is the get for the wing and how it's like layered with wing sauce. I had wings. I made wings the last 2 nights. I made buffalo wings. Very good stuff. But I don't do the sauces. I don't know what you guys do, but I don't do the sauce. What kind of flavor? How crazy do you get with your flavors? I've done some Thai chili in my day. I've done some honey hot. I've done some lemon pepper, some garlic parm, your staples, but I don't get too crazy with the sauces. I don't deal with white sauces well as a man. I don't like Alfredo. I don't like any sauce that's white. I don't like cottage cheese. I don't like Indian food. Get that shit out of my face. No. Milk is as far as I go. Because that's normal. I can't do it, bro. I don't do sour cream. I don't do none of that stuff, bro. Ice cream and milk. That's it.
More of a lemon pepper stepper type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Let me hit the bell for that.
Lil Will, lemon pepper. We got a bunch of comments in the YouTube. I'll get to them right now. This is from Gotta Be Legends. Salute Lefty. This is from John Talento. Yo, Left. What up? And then John Talento salutes Gotta Be Legend. We got J Book, 1979. Let's go Knicks. Supreme Kai, representing Wizards Twitter. He says, oh my God, it's your daily Knicks. Hope it's not a stressful watch. Talento says, let's go Knicks. J Mars, salute Left. Talento says, it's going to be a dogfight for sure. Supreme Kai says, Indian food slander is insane. Not going to lie, I might have to unfollow. Yo, I had some Indian food like with confidence once at a spot in the city. I shit you not, I threw up so bad right out of the restaurant. Like my head was spinning in the restaurant, and then I just got out real quick, and I was like, yeah, this needs to happen. So I have some tough experiences with, but I like the challenge of it. But I don't like doing something half-assed. Like I'm not about to have Indian food like an American. Like I want the real Indian food. Like Indian food's good, but you gotta be up for the challenge. You gotta know what your resources are. Also, like you gotta know how to beat a spice attack.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nick's Homer hit you with an interesting one because technically he is correct. Shout out to the Trinis. Curry chicken, curry goat, Indian food technically.
Yeah, I deal well with curry. I deal well with curry. Curry's good. I've went down the rabbit hole of Jamaican food. I've had cow foot soup. I've done it all, folks. I've done it all. Yeah.
Shout out to Vincenzo in the chat. He says mango habanero or lemon pepper.
Mango habanero is fire. I like mango habanero.
As far as never having a white sauce, that's fine. But carbonara is gas. Shout out to Vincenzo and Nick's Homer.
Yeah. But tonight I just got a coffee. Shells is out. She's doing some tutoring. She'll be back probably a little bit after the game is done. So I could say things like, whoa, look at Taylor Rooks. No, I'm just joking. I can just enjoy the game. I can speak loudly. I got my dog. He's somewhere around here. It was just the boys hanging out tonight at your Knicks. It's just the boys and the dogs. It's just the dogs. But we're gonna tip off in very, very shortly, King Deej. So, like I said, tonight's game is a little interesting. We're live on Spaces. We're live simulcasting from YouTube on X, and we're live on YouTube. If you cannot donate to the channel, that's not a problem. All you got to do to show support tonight is to click the link. I'm going to put it up there in the chat as well. Click the link that I have here. Let me get it up. Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Yes. I'm going to pin this to my profile. See you later. Poppa Left post. And we're going to get this guy up on there. All you got to do is hit this link, hit subscribe. If you've done all that, just enjoy. If you can donate, it would be awesome. But that's not the motive of the night. The motive of the night is to get a dub. Get a win. Breedy. Clyde.
Breedy. It's
game time.
So as always, folks, you know the slogan. I need you to pour up a drink, nickel and dime. Nick's Homer, roll your blunts. Vincenzo, roll that joint nicely. Starting fives is up for the Knicks and the Thunder. Breedy. I shake your hand, good sir.
And the lights are on at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks and the Thunder live from MSG as I am finagling this light so I can I just didn't even factor in that this light is in my way. But looks like I'm good anyways. Here's the tip. It's won by the Thunder. If you're watching with us, we are on ESPN for tonight's game, accommodating Knicks fans across the globe. Here is Cason Wallace driving to the rack. Layups up. Left hand is good. Over Karl Anthony Towns, Deej.
Not the start that you was hoping for off of a tip, but let's see if the Knicks could get underway defensively.
Yep, and Cat will hand off to Jalen Brunson. Brunson hands to Anunoby for three, and that's good. Anunoby's been hot lately, Deej.
Oh, yeah, he's butter from the corner. And it seems like his new spot, his favorite spot, is that right side wing.
Chet Holmgren tries his first shot of the night, and that's good. It's 5-3.
And you know, boys and girls, he's going to come in here locked and loaded. They didn't play iHeart and SGA in Chicago last night.
OG tries another one. It's long. Rebound goes out to Wallace. And now SGA goes through the screen. SGA with Brunson on him. They throw the ball into the corner. It's Dort and out of bounds. Dort, 52 feet wide.
That's still not big enough for him, Brady.
Oh, a little loose around the edges. Oh.
Yeah.
And Josh Hart will bring the ball up for the Knicks as the Knicks are down 5-3 with 10:43 to go. Karl-Anthony Towns, it's Dort on him, King Deej. So Hartenstein's on Hart. Wallace is on, looks like Bridges. Here's Hart, guarded by Hartenstein, gives the ball to Brunson. Brunson back to Hart, wide open for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound long, goes to Brunson, stops in the middle of the court, can't hit the shot. And the Knicks have missed their last three looks, and they're still searching for their next field goal. Here's SGA. Fadeaway jumper is good. Man, they are efficient.
Yes, they are, Brainy, and it's going to be a tough night. Again, you got to make sure you get the open shots, make them. The Thunder, they do what they do.
Bridges misses the three in transition, and SGA will slowly plot up the court. It's Wallace. Three is up. Long rebound by Anunoby. Outlets to Bridges. Bridges moving out 1-on-2 and circles out, sets up the offense. Brunson with SGA on him, gives to Towns. Towns pump fakes. He's got Hartenstein in the air. Now he kicks back to Anunoby. Another three. No, short. Knicks missed their last 5 shots. 3 of them were threes. SGA, yep. Go ahead.
No, and I was going to say, sorry, Brady. I was going to say you could tell that they don't really want to shoot the three, OKC. So the Knicks trying to speed it up a little bit, take advantage.
Gotta Be Legend says to everyone here, watch the MSG transmission for the best syncing with the play-by-play. There's Mikal Bridges, jab steps. Now he drives baseline. He pulls away. Shot is good, and the foul. Big bucket as the Thunder were starting to pull away a little bit as it's early, but the Knicks got a chance to cut the lead in half from 6-3 as Bridges drives in and draws a foul on SGA.
Needed that, and it's good to see the aggressive side of Mickey Brown Eyes. Shout out to Tony from the Twitterverse.
And we are underway here, 9-6, 59 people on the live, on the simulcast, 30 people in the space. We are rocking and rolling. SGA driving, cutting through the lane, spins it out to the corner. It's Holmgren, knocks it down. Man, they just get their line them up, target fire, target practice shots, these. Here's Brunson backing down Wallace. Brunson pretty much going one-on-one here. He spins. He draws the fadeaway jumper. It's no good. Rebound, fought for, taken by Hartenstein. Deej, I'm reserving my anger, but we do not need a certain somebody on the floor right now. Here's SGA. SGA driving, kicks. It's Wallace, corner three. Another one, it's blocked. And Anunoby steals it away from Chet Holmgren. Great defensive play from OG. Now the ball gets swung to the baseline. It's Bridges. Bridges going on SGA. SGA getting a little handsy for a guy with a foul. Throws up a ridiculous fadeaway jumper. No good. Knicks are struggling on the offensive side. Dort steps into a three, but it's going to be a charge called on Chet Holmgren in the screening game. Good job by Brunson drawing that one.
And you knew it was going to be a half-court type of game with the Thunder. They're one of the best defenses in the league. The Knicks coming in hot defensively for the month of February. It's a battle, Breeny.
Knicks Homer on YouTube says Porzingis is in the Epstein files. And the thing is, King Deej, I'm not even sure if that's a joke. Here is Josh Hart. Josh Hart, look at the rim. Throws up the layup. It's an air ball. And, folks, he's complaining to the ref, and that is a cop-out. You ever read the Aesop fable of the fox and the sour grapes? That's what Josh Hart reminds me of over there. Here's Josh Hart, though. Turns the ball over, and now we're going to get a foul call on SGA. Deej, that's number 2.
Yeah, and again, he's got to make an impact. He was better off taking that free throw extended jump shot. The floater is not good versus Chet and Ihart, and he's not helping us in any way.
Well, we got 2 fouls on SGA, so we got him out of the game. I'll sacrifice a 6-point lead for that.
Sure. As we take a look at the replay here on ESPN, SGA's hands was in a cookie jar.
Brunson now guarded by Dort. Screen comes from Hart. Brunson guarded by Wallace now on the switch. Hart gets the ball to Cat. Cat guarded by Hartenstein. Cat takes a fadeaway jumper. It's good. An interesting shot by Karl-Anthony Towns. And the Knicks have cut the lead to 4. Would like to see us make the Oklahoma City Thunder reverse the ball east to west and they step into a three. Shot is no good. Rebound by Towns. Brunson now ahead in the front court. Gives to Bridges. Bridges drives, ducks underneath the contact, and puts the shot up and in. It's 12-10. Brunson to Bridges there. Bridges has 5 on the night. 2 for 4 from the field. Wallace now the other way, guarded by Brunson. Wallace just kicks to the corner. It's McCain. No good. Long rebound of Hart. Hart driving up the court 3-on-3. Hart doves into the lane, misses the layup, and falls over the cameraman. Here is the ball in the opposite direction. It's Dort. Dort to Holmgren. Holmgren driving. Lefty layup is up and good. 14-10. Mike Brown deliberately letting his team play through this. Anunoby driving baseline. Now he circles it out to Bridges for 3. No. Rebound by Hartenstein. And you could see Josh Hart is having a difficult time getting rebounds as he huffs and puffs down the lane as Hart guarding Hartenstein. Here is Holmgren for 3. That's good. Knicks are just not matching up through the attrition of the matchup, and it's 17-10. Timeout, Mike Brown.
And that's a good timeout from Mike Brown. And like you said, he was letting them play for one extra possession. And again, I'm just going to say it kindly. Take Josh Hart out the game. It's not a matchup that he's built to win against.
Yeah, no, that is true. This is not a good matchup for Josh.
At all. Like, it's apparent. Like, you can't really out-rebound Chet and Hart. You got to take that mid-range shot. I'm just going to go back to that. You got to take that mid-range shot. You can't settle for a floater with a dribble into that, or else you're just going to allow them to reset their defense and reposition themselves. Like, it's just he's got to make quick decisions. But that's all I wanted to say. 17-10 on the YouTube, on the Spaces. Shout out everyone here. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. We got 15 people on the YouTube. 9 thumbs up. Let's get 15 thumbs up. Shout out to everyone that's here on the Spaces. Repost. And where you want to go, Brainy? Where you want to start off with? What's on your mind?
Let's go around the league. Let's set the scene for around the league real quick. Today we got a few games on the schedule. We have the Jazz versus Sixers. Sixers need a win in the worst way, right?
Absolutely. They're struggling right now, fighting for their playoff lives. If they lose, I believe they fall to the 7th, no?
And it's no guarantee if you get into that play-in that you're going to survive that play-in.
Anybody's world in a play-in game.
Yeah, you could lose 2 in a row. If you could lose 2 in a row in that play-in this year, I really do think that that's the situation. So they are trying to fend off the Magic, the Heat, the Hornets, and the Hawks, and all those teams. So you want to include the Bucks in there. I mean, the Bucks are struggling right now. But the Hornets and the Celtics, interesting game. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if the Hornets are up for the big time, especially on the road in Boston. That's one of those, hey, rookie, welcome to the NFL kind of situations. Blazers at Grizzlies. That game is, I guess, big for the Grizzlies because the Blazers have done absolutely nothing to run away with that 10th seed. So, not that the Grizzlies are going to win and get into the play-in, but if they want to, I guess, make a push for it, whatever. Pacers, Clippers, only interesting because of the trade that those two teams made. Otherwise, very, very uninteresting game. And then the Hawks versus the Bucks, which is a huge game, actually, for the Bucks. If they want to, if the Bucks lose that game, just cancel the season for them, bro. But
and an interesting game for the Hawks as well, fighting for their playing lives as the
yes. But I think they could lose that game and still live their lives accordingly. Let's go to the YouTube comments real quick. This is from John Talento. He says Shet got a smooth shot, man. This has got to be legend. He says Mo Chetta. Killer Comment says he's got to take Josh out for Diawara. We need Mo. That's from Jay Book. This is from Mike Charles, 92-24. Lefty every game. This is not a good matchup for Josh Hart. No, this one is not. The Spurs one was not. It just sounds like it's every game, but right now, it actually is. It just happens to be that you have two bigs, rim protecting big, tall wings, tall guards. It wasn't a situation against the Raptors. I've told Brunson shoots the mid range, no good. I've told you the games that are not good matchups. It's San Antonio, it's Detroit, it's Houston, it's OKC, and that's pretty much it. Like, if you want to include Cleveland, you can include Cleveland, but I don't think I'm scared of Josh Hart versus Cleveland as much as the other ones, because I trust Josh to make plays against that personnel. But as far as like these four like jumbo wing, jumbo guard teams, like Hart is a terrible matchup. He can't survive. Look at him right now, guarding on Holmgren. Holmgren getting down the hill, gives the ball to Wallace. Wallace pump fake. Good defense by Shamet. Good job by the Knicks. Let's see if they can survive this possession. Holmgren has to put it up. Fadeaway jumper blocked by Hukporti, and a 24-second shot clock violation. Good defense there all around.
Good defense from the boys. Interesting lineup too, Lefty. Very interesting. Kumo, D, Brunson, Josh, Hukporti, and Landry.
So yeah, no, well, I think it's the same lineups that he does. He lets Hart and Brunson, navigate, and then he'll put Alvarado in the next stage of the game. But Diawara throws it across to Hart. Hart saves it from going out of bounds. Hart has to make a play going downhill. His shot is up, no good. And as Holmgren protecting the rim really well right now. And everything that the Thunder are doing is created off of misses right now. They're just setting up in transition and getting good looks. But right now the Knicks defense is locked in. It's a pass back out to Holmgren. He's wide open for three, and that's good again. Knicks can't lose him, You can't lose that guy on the perimeter.
Especially if it's Lou Dort as the primary ball handler. Like, you got to do a good job between Landry and Josh at noticing that.
Shamet driving baseline. Knicks down 20-10. Hukporti
not good.
Loses the ball, and it goes off of Jalen Brunson out of bounds.
And again, that's why I say it, folks. It's an interesting lineup because Brunson is initially the only reliable offensive creator. Everybody else has to play off him. Maybe Kumo D, but I don't know. It's tough. And again, with no SGA, no J-Dub, Knicks got to capitalize.
I don't know what happened to my camera.
I don't know either. I'm watching a random Avi on your